Wait, do I need the mic?
She just turned on Bluey.
I did. Wait, do I have to press something?
Nope.
Okay.
It works just like that.
Oh,
You just
that's
hold
cool.
it. I know. I bought it on Amazon for like $50.
Wait, that's sick.
And they work really well. Like I tested
So this
the
is
audio.
actually what our podcast is going to be?
I mean, I was seeing if that charger would charge your lightsaber, and it doesn't.
That's okay.
Caitlin? Okay, first of all.
I'm sorry Bluey's in the background. It's my go-to show. I'm not going to lie. That's my dog.
That scared me. First of all, we decided to stay home and drink coffee in our pajamas because how can you go wrong with coffee in your pajamas? But, oh, it's so good. That hits.
And it's 0 sugar.
You use the 0 sugar creamer?
I told you. I did do a splash of the Trader Joe's creamer, but most of the creamer is 0 sugar. You're welcome.
We're literally sitting here, and I was like, oh, gross. Your sugar creamer is bad. I don't want it. And she goes, no, it's good. Trust me. And I said, I'll just take your word for it. And then I let her make my coffee. I feel bamboozled.
You're welcome. Oh, the pig has inserted the jet.
You know,
You get it? Because you sounded like one? Make sure you got the right joke. Take it the wrong way.
You called me fat?
I did not call you fat. I called you a pig.
Oh my god. Okay, so when I would jeez.
We do have to be a little bit quieter. My roommate's on a call. I just heard her.
Oh.
Just not quite as loud.
My bad roommate.
It's okay.
So when I was working at the pharmacy before the one I'm at right now, I would snort. I would like laugh so hard I would snort. Oh.
Well, it's just my dog.
And my pharmacist used to make the joke that we had a whole farm. He was like, oh my god, look, we have a whole farm.
You know what?
Everything's fine. I'm not sad.
You know what I think about whenever you laugh?
I'm afraid of this answer.
I think about, I have a video from my first year of High Point, and Luce sounds like the Arctic Fox. Our friend Luce sounds like the Arctic Fox. She goes, hee hee hee. I actually don't know how it goes.
What it was. You were like, you sound like an animal.
No, it's the Arctic Fox laugh.
That makes so
If
much
you look
sense.
up Arctic Fox laugh on YouTube, you will find my
video
friend,
of Andrea Luce.
Yeah, literally. But she's like going squeaking high, and everybody's like beatboxing to it, and then you start snorting. I have a video of
you have a video of this?
You guys are both like, she goes high and you snort, and she goes high and you snort. It's so
I need
funny.
you
I need
to
find
send that.
it. I think it's on my iCloud. I'll have to find it.
That's incredibly funny.
It's so funny,
bro.
I think about that all the time. I have this video of Luce. We were in Arkansas, not in Hot Springs, but we were in Arkansas in 2021. And my friend is a rapper. His name is Isaac.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he does like concerts and stuff. He's not like super big, but
concerts indicate big. He's not a SoundCloud rapper. He like is an actual rapper with like,
well, yeah,
song.
He has like, his name is Radical on Spotify. Go find him.
I'll link it in my description if I can find it. That's so funny.
But
shout out to Isaac, I guess.
Yeah, I love you, Isaac. You're about to get married to my best friend.
Sweet.
I love them. But anyways, when we were in Arkansas, our friend Ethan started like beatboxing, and then Isaac started like rapping to Lucy's like laugh.
No, he didn't.
I have a video of it.
That's incredible.
It is so funny.
You can rap to Luce's laugh.
It was so funny.
I would pay so much money to see that, like in person.
Also, shout out to Luce. We love you.
I'll send you a text message when I put this out, and just
so funny.
We didn't say
I'm
anything
kind of
mean.
obsessed with this microphone.
It's amazing. It comes with a set of 2. It has the little like diffuser on the top. Easy to charge. You can have 2.
It says Texas on it.
It says TX on it.
It says Texas. Last I knew, when you abbreviate Texas, it's a TX.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I thought so.
So me and Kate legitimately are trying to figure out how to do a podcast. But we live in 2 different states. And also we're just having a hard time with the name.
What's gonna happen is you're just gonna have to move here.
We were watching,
or move to Colorado one day. If me and Hayden move to Colorado,
I would be down to move to Colorado. I think that would be so fun. You know, that's where that guy, the guy that I was in like a situationship with for 2 years.
Oh, well, he can suck my left toe.
I'm doing a whole short film about how that traumatized me.
Honestly,
Hopefully it should come out this year. Hopefully.
I would send it to him.
I've got like 3 or 4 people who are like, can I send it to him when it comes out? I'm like, that feels dangerous. But I mean, sure. I don't care.
When Taylor Swift's last album came out, I had friends who were like, hey, can I send The Smallest Man Alive to
Nuh-uh.
to 2 of my last exes?
2? Both of them?
I was like, yeah, guys, I just apparently date the smallest man alive. Except for my now current boyfriend. Hayden's great.
We love the new one. Hopefully he stays good.
He will.
One of those exes is married, which is wild. Is it who I'm thinking about?
Yeah.
The main one? Yeah. Congratulations.
I will never forget when I was in the car with LaDonna and Relinda and Savannah Owens and Natalie and Brooke. And we were driving back from Upper Room, and that's the day that he announced that he had like proposed to her or something.
I remember.
And people thought that it was me.
So you have the same name.
I got text messages that were like, congratulations on your engagement. And I was like,
y'all,
what? I was like, what are you talking about?
Y'all, they broke up, and then like 3 weeks later, he is proposing. He's engaged,
and then
to
he got married really
another
fast.
woman named Caitlin. And everybody was like, "What?"
Second time that happened to me. My first boyfriend cheated on me with my best friend named Caitlin.
You need to stop.
Yeah, as you can tell, I don't have any friends named Caitlin anymore. Just kidding. I love the Kates.
That's so funny.
Started going by Kate. I was like, screw this.
Literally. Oh my gosh.
So funny.
So yeah, if you guys would love to see me and Kate sit and talk for an hour and just drink coffee, we could call it Coffee with Kate and Chaz.
That's cute.
I know. Because we drink
but it's kind of basic.
Well, we can workshop it.
You know, Hayden called me basic yesterday or the other day.
The guy I was talking to on Hinge called me basic yesterday. And
I looked at him and I was like, I am not basic.
That is an insult.
I was like, how dare you think I'm basic? And he said, and I quote, your taste buds are basic.
What were you eating?
Salsa with eggs and bacon and chicken sausage and
all of
spicy buffalo chicken.
All of that sounds delicious.
Yeah, I was like, how is my taste buds basic? And he was like, you just eat basic. And it's mainly because I think he thinks this because I can't have like Thai food or like Chinese food because I was allergic to MSG when I was younger.
I remember
and it just has really high concentrates of it, so I'm too scared to eat it because
that makes me so sad because Asian food is my favorite thing on the planet.
Hayden loves it, and so he's like,
me and Hayden like be friends.
He's like, you're basic, and I'm like, oh, because I can't have food.
You're right. I'm basic because I'm allergic to food. That's right. Caitlin was recently on a podcast called The Real Thing, and I listened to all 3 of the episodes that have been released so far yesterday on my drive here. It was such a fun little like It was such a fun time. If you want to listen to more about Kate's bad dating history, like I'll link it in the
Yeah, you should
description.
definitely. The next episode coming out, I really kind of dig deep into that. At one point, the main host,
I love
Brent, had to literally go, Kate, this isn't. He goes, this is so my fault. He was like, but this isn't the real thing with Kate. He was like, we gotta move on from you.
that's
And I was
so
like,
funny.
that's totally fine, Brett. I was
Like,
just
I
answering your
understand.
questions.
There's a lot. It was really fun
So
to
funny.
listen to that podcast, knowing all the details and all the names, and I just got to sit back and be like, "That I remember that. That's wild."
Yeah,
The fact that you're telling these people
because I didn't get to
I've known
like
for years.
name drop them.
Mm.
Could you imagine? I was like, shout out to my ex.
Shout out to my ex. There's a song. But yeah, you guys should go check it out. It was really good. I don't remember where I was going with that statement.
I don't know. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Caitlin was on a podcast recently. I had to
Go listen to it.
You should go listen. It's a fun time. Real talk.
The real thing. Real thing.
I'm not gonna get it right.
They're associated with Exo Marriage, which you should also look into. They're great. They're a nonprofit. Brent is the CEO, so he's pretty fire.
Is it based here in Dallas?
South Lake. Yeah.
It was a fun time. But yeah, if you want to hear more about Caitlin's bizarre dating history, you should definitely go check it out. We'll get into my bizarre dating history on our own podcast. I have 1,000 bad dates. Did I tell you about the guy?
I've had some really bad ones.
Did I tell you about the guy I went to his house for our first date? I showed up and he was in gym shorts and socks and like flip flops.
Flip flops with socks? Yes. That's disgusting. I would leave.
I didn't. So, short version of the story. I went to his place. I'm dressed for like a barbecue because he's like, hey, I'm having a barbecue. My friends are coming over. Do you want to come? Like,
who wears socks and flip flops to a barbecue?
Bro. I was like, okay, bet.
So freaking Arkansas.
On my way there, I get a text message. I'm in like my boyfriend jeans and like a crop top with like my white flowy like shirt, ponytail, like makeup.
What boyfriend jeans?
The white ones.
I was making a joke.
I'll literally fight you. It's fine. So I show up and I look cute, right? His front step is covered in garbage. Like he has multiple garbage bags outside. He opens the door and he's in gym shorts, socks. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Not flip flops. Those like
the slides.
Yes.
Okay. That's normal. That's not as bad as flip flops.
It's important to the story. He's wearing a baseball hat, and then he turns around, and there is a ponytail that I did not see in the profile.
He had a ponytail,
and not like some like luscious, you have nice hair ponytail. Like this little ratty, thin, doesn't look like it's been washed in weeks ponytail. And I was like, okay,
that's gross.
So I go inside, and then he shuts his door, closes his curtains, and then turns his lights off other than like the lamp and the TV. I was like, I feel I'm in danger.
You know what that reminds me of? Have you seen New Girl? When Jess gets on the dating app Dice, she matches with this guy and goes to his house. That's right by where they were supposed to meet. And he has like a beard ponytail. And he's like walking on the treadmill, and she's like on the phone with Schmidt, and she's like, Schmidt, I need you to come get me. And he was like, what happened? She's like, well, I diced. And he was like, dear God, what did you do? So she like starts explaining it. And he was like, why would you go over to his house? And she's like, well, he said that he needed to like feed his cat or something. I don't remember what it was. And
wild.
I was like, that's all that made me think of is when you said ponytail, gym shorts. It's the guy from.
Well, we get there and he offers me boxed wine, and I was like, no thanks.
Not
like,
boxed wine.
Boxed wine. This man's like 30 something, and he's offering me boxed wine. It felt weird. I was like, no, I'm good. Like, water's fine. He goes, no, for real. Like, we can go to the liquor store if you want something different. I said, ew, water's fine. Like,
alcoholic.
I was like, I try not to drink on the first date just because like men are scary.
But I drank on my first date with Nathan.
This guy then proceeds to get up on his counter. So he's sitting on his countertop. Not unnormal. I do that. But then he puts his socked feet on top of his stovetop and starts picking the lint off of his feet while he's talking to me. Tells me his favorite thing to do on the weekends is to go out to a concert and black out and drive home. I'm like, no, thank you. If I spend money on a concert, I want to remember it.
Also, why are you driving blackout drunk?
Good question. Don't do that.
I went on a date with a guy who told me that he drove from New York to Texas, and they killed like more than 2 6-packs of beer. Like him and his friend were just drinking the entire time.
But
And I
that's a
was
long
like,
way to drive. 2 6-packs is.
it was more than 2 6-packs. I forget what he said. He was like, yeah, we were drunk. And I was
that's
like,
not good. Don't do that.
I was
Children.
like, why? That's also the guy that did coke occasionally and told me that he would stop doing coke
when
for
you were
me.
like, Cassidy, you should date this guy.
Yeah. Wait, I can text him this weekend. It's okay. I think
Coke's
he's
out.
I think he's better.
But yeah, this story is not over, Kate.
Sorry. I was relating to you.
I know, I love it. He then I'm there for like 30 minutes. I'm there to like eat. It was supposed to be a barbecue, right? He goes, oh, I guess I should start cooking. And I was like, okay. He doesn't know where his lighter fluid is. He doesn't know where his charcoal is. He doesn't know where his like any of his grill things are. I was like, what's happening right now? And I text Mac and my friend Ashlyn, and I was like, SOS, like I need out of this right now. We're sitting outside. Also, his backyard also covered in trash. There's just literally a pile of broken furniture in the backyard. And I was like, this is great. So he's trying to figure out how to start his like grill. And Mac calls me. And I'm like, hey babe, what's up? I'm on a date. Like, do you need me? And she's like, Chas, Philip is really sick. Like, I need you to go to the house. And I was like, well, I'm kind of in the middle of something. Like, can it wait? She's like, no, I'm really worried. Like, I can see him on the camera and something's wrong. Can you please go to the house? Philip is Mackenzie's cat.
Not the cat.
I looked this man in the face and I said, hey, my friend's cat is sick. I need to go. He just says, it was really nice to meet you.
This is literally the New Girl episode, because then Schmidt tries to like teach Jess how to like dice properly, and he's like, if you sense a red flag, you like get out, like give an excuse. And one of the excuses she gave was she was like, Ma called, the bees are back. It's like, what? That's all that reminded me of. Ma come, my cat is sick.
Literally, she's like, I need you to go check on Philip. I was like, my friend's cat.
You should have literally told him. He obviously knew that was the line. You should have been like,
I felt unsafe.
I called the cops.
I felt genuinely like unsafe in that. I was like, I've put myself in a very bad situation.
The only time I kind of felt unsafe was when I was on the boat with the.
I can't believe I was literally at that guy I was seeing's house, and I was like, yeah, you should go. Be no, it'll be great. Oh.
So, short story.
This might be a video outside of its own video. We've been talking for 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
This is why we should have a podcast.
This is literally why we should have a podcast. I was on the dating app Bumble, matched with this guy. I'm not gonna name drop.
You should.
I cannot. Okay, his name was John. Not gonna tell you his last name.
It's John Doe. It's fine.
Yeah, John Doe. We end up like texting. I was about to have heart surgery like in like 3 days, and so I was like, you know what, whatever, I can match with this guy. And he was like, well, I have a boat, like I have a lake house. And I was like, wait, what? Say less. Like, I love that.
Honestly, I would have also been like, I'll come get on a boat. That's fine. Safety.
So then
safety.
he like sent me like a sunset video on while he was at the lake house, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. He's like, you can come over if you want. He's like, I'll take you out on the boat. And I was like, well, I'm like 2 hours away.
This whole time she's texting me while I'm at my current like boyfriend type person's house, and she's like, Chastity, what should I do? He was so mad at me for telling you to do that.
That's so funny.
He was like, well, I mean, she's an adult. And I was like, I encourage this, and now I feel bad.
It's okay. I sent my locate. I was like, you know what? Sure. Yeah, I will come to your house. Because to be fair, we had talked on the phone for like 3 hours. It wasn't like we hadn't had any conversation. We had some conversation.
But you hadn't met this man
I didn't met him in person. But I did FaceTime him to make sure that he was who he said he was.
Well, that's smart. I didn't do that.
So I like drive the 2 hours or whatever, get there. And then he like greets me, and then he offers me a drink, and then he's like, we go and sit on his couch, and then he's like, you want to go on the boat? And I was like, yeah, for sure, let's go on the boat.
Absolutely. I would have also been like,
And
we're going on
I
the boat.
was so skeptical because all I could hear was, I have one of my best friends, Kaylee, love her to death.
Also an adventurous person, will do just about anything.
But when I texted her, I was like, here, I'd never sent her my location before, and I was like, I'm sharing my location indefinitely with you. I was like, here's my location. I just drove 2 hours. I'm in the middle of nowhere by this lake. I'm about to go on a boat with this guy. So if you see me in the middle of the water at like 4 a.m.,
maybe be concerned.
Just know that I probably got murdered. And Kaylee was like, turn around and go home. And I was like, it's too late. I'm already at his house.
Too late. I've committed to the bit.
Yeah. So
this is what single women go through.
Yeah, it's so bad. So we end up like going on the boat. I'm like reserved because, I'm like, are you going to murder me?
Obviously.
And mainly because we get in the boat. Then he forgot to do something with the plugs. I don't own a boat, so I don't know.
This the first time.
Yeah. So he forgot to do something with the plugs. So we immediately start drowning, sinking. And he's like freaking out.
Which
he's
is
like,
wild.
He's like, shit. And he's like going crazy. And I was like, what? He's like, we're sinking. I was
We're
like,
sinking.
Are you trying to murder me? Like, what?
Thank you for I was like, my life.
I had just bought like a new comfort sweat set, and I was wearing it, and I was like, I just bought this.
You're telling
me that it's about to get ruined by this lake water?
I was so stunned by your beauty. That's fine.
What he told me. He was like, I was making a joke. Not really. He told me that he was just so nervous about having me on. Like, he was so nervous. Yeah, because he was like, you're obviously like very beautiful, like 10 out of 10. He was like, you're super sweet. You seem like a 10 out of 10 match. He was like, so he is I'm correct, like, nervous.
But he still fumbled the ball.
Yeah, he did fumble. So then we're like on the lake or whatever. I'm like taking like, you know me, when I flirt, I'm kind of mean sometimes originally. Same. And then I get like nicer.
They think I'm bullying them, and I'm like, no, I promise I like you.
But then I was also like reserved. Like he's like in the driver's seat. He's like driving. I'm sitting on the edge. It's a bougie. It had like lights and giant speaker system. It was like he changed it to my favorite color just for the ride. I was like, this is cool.
He's doing it right. Yeah. But this is like a third, fourth date.
No, yeah. So then we're like on the water. We're just like deep talking about everything in life. And then, date goes on. We like watch the stars for a little bit. We go back to the house. And then I wake up the next morning. And he was like, let's do a second date. And I was like, sick. Let's do a second. Yeah, sure. I was like, I'll ignore some of the red flags.
First dates are always, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt.
That's what I had done, right? Oh, he had already followed me on Instagram. Okay, I'm going to preface with that. I am on my way home to screenshot his profile to send him to my friends and be like, this date was great.
This date was great.
And then he unmatched with me on Bumble.
Immediately.
I called him out. I literally called him because I had his phone number. I called him and I was like, because he had texted me. He was like, let me know when you make it home safe. And I was like, I will. And he was like, and then we have to plan our second date. So when I saw that he had a match with me, I called him. I was like, bro, what the heck?
See, what's wild to me is like, because didn't he say something like, I was seeing if you were going to be back on the app?
Yeah, he was trying to see. That's what he told me, is that he was trying to see if I was going to get back on the date. No, I know. Literally. He's insane. We already know this. Well, we know this now. We didn't know this at the time.
I mean, like, I'm down to delete the apps after like the second or even third date. Like,
I deleted the apps after the second date with Hayden.
Because my thought process is like, if the second date went well and we're planning a third date, I don't talk to other people. Like, this is my person. Like, this is who I'm talking to. This is who I'm pursuing. Like, I'm the same in my brain.
I'm the same way.
You don't have to call me your girlfriend, but like, we're exclusively seeing one another. Yeah. Don't waste my time, and I won't waste your time. Well,
and I canceled like 15 dates when me and Hayden became exclusive. I had them
I
had them lined up.
My DMs are empty. But that's okay. I'm in a season of life that I'm okay with it, honestly.
Oh, but to finish the story, and then we'll talk about it.
So sorry.
So he unmatched with me. I called him out. He was like, we're still gonna plan our second date. I was like, cool. I have heart surgery. He blocks me on Instagram,
Wild.
which is crazy. Then he texts me about a second date. So I called him out. I was like, bro, what the
As you
heck?
should.
And then he went ghost for like 4 weeks. And then he came back and he said, hi, I missed you. And I was like, oh, look, who's back from the dead? And then he was like, what are you talking about? I never ghosted you. And I was like, bro, you're literally gaslighting me right now. Like,
You're
I know,
literally gaslighting
like
me.
you literally ghosted me. Like, are you insane? And then he
That's
was
the
like,
definition of gaslighting.
but I love you. And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
This man takes gaslight and love bomb to a whole new level.
No, he really does.
We met once.
I still haven't texted him.
Don't.
Well, texted him back. Or what I meant is like he hasn't texted me again since the last time I ignored him. So he texted me every couple weeks, coming back and trying to like tell me that he was in love with me. And then he would like disappear again. And so I I forgot to tell you, after our first date, I was on Bumble still. And he came back on like, which means that he had deleted Bumble. And he came back and I swiped right. We matched again. Obviously. And I literally said, oh, look, he's back from the dead. And he never responded.
Did I tell you that's what happened with
Yeah.
These men are stupid.
Literally so stupid.
I dated a guy for like 2 months. We were never like official, but we were exclusive. He had a lot of excuses as to why like he didn't want to be official, and I was making a lot of space for that because I really, really liked him, and I was like, oh, he's my person forever.
My boss is calling me.
Oh, bye, boss.
Bye, boss. Love my boss.
But yeah, I dated this guy for 2 months. I was basically like living in his apartment. We were together every single day. And then disrespectful.
I'm kidding.
And we went on a trip to Hot Springs to visit some friends that didn't go super great. But we were still fine. We came home. He called me my love that day, and my heart stopped in my chest. I was like, I found my husband. Listen, I'm a little
The
delusional.
bar is on the floor.
It really is. It's fine. Within a week, he ghosted me. Literally just stopped responding to text messages, stopped answering phone calls, stopped seeing me. And for like the beginning of the week, he was like saying it was his work. He was in a really demanding job that he hated, which I was like, quit, find something different. Like, we'll figure it out. But yeah, just like ghosted me after 2 months of me basically living in his apartment. And then 3 months later, on the night of the Onyx Storm book release, because I was at the midnight release at Barnes & Noble, he sends me a like on Hinge. And so I messaged him. I said, oh my God, he's alive. To which he didn't respond.
The only thing.
Didn't respond.
I can't stand men.
Yeah. My roommate Cheryl was like, you should say something mean. I was like, oh my God, he's alive. I was being snarky. I cried. It hurt my feelings a lot. And then a week later, he sent me a business email. Dear Chastity, my sincerest apologies. Text message about why he stopped responding. And so I sent him a book about how he hurt me. I was like, get lost. And I haven't heard from him since. I did accidentally watch his Snap story before I deleted him because I forgot. And I was like, ugh.
It's fine.
The man was doing a cold plunge in -5 degrees.
Because
I hope you get hypothermia.
Not hypothermia. Dang. Got him.
Why do we let these trash men do this? Because like
my boyfriend's great.
Feelings.
You gotta go through the trash to find the good ones.
I had a coworker, Jerry. Shout out Jerry. I love Jerry. He's great. He's like a 50-something-year-old man.
I was about to ask if you were gonna date Jerry.
No.
Sugar daddy.
Jerry's like a 50-something-year-old man, and he's like my like work dad. I love Jerry so much. He wears a kilt every single day. It's amazing.
Is he Scottish?
No, he's Hispanic.
Oh.
He has a bunch of knee problems from being in the military, and he like couldn't find pants that would fit with his like leg braces. Aww. They couldn't fit his like legs and his hips and the braces and things. And so he had a buddy who was like, dude, wear a kilt. Just try it once. And he tried it one time and he never went back.
It's the most military thing I've ever heard of.
The only time he wears pants is if he is riding his motorcycle.
Well, yeah, I would hope so. I hope it's not like flying in the wind.
Then that man will put his kilt on when he gets into the parking lot. over his pants and dropped trowel in the parking lot. 100%.
That's crazy.
We love Jerry. Anyway, Jerry calls me a raccoon. Says I dig through the trash for
You
these
kind
men.
of do.
My picker can't be trusted. I now send anybody who sends me a like or I match with, I immediately send a screenshot to you or Sierra.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you guys think?
It's not great. It's okay. My picker was, I stayed with my ex for 4 years.
Yeah.
Just for him to randomly leave.
Bro, these men.
I was telling
trauma.
my friend, I don't think that he actually ever liked me or loved me because of the way that Hayden treats me now. I'm like, you didn't like me at all. Maybe you did love me, but you did not like me. You actually hated me.
I genuinely think that they don't know how to express. Like, I think some men are afraid when they have, like, they find these amazing women. Kate's a 10 out of 10. Like, she's beautiful, she's smart, she's funny.
But I am traumatized.
Outgoing. Well, that's because of these awful people. But, like, they don't know how to take care of it, and they get a little scared, and so they're mean to you to try to make you on the level they think they are. Like, they're insecure about themselves, and if I can bring her down to my level, she won't leave me because she's too good for me. That's what I genuinely think, especially about this last one. Both of them.
my last one knew that I wouldn't leave. I was there for 4 years.
Yeah,
we were in a situationship for 3.
Yeah, but there's still that fear of, like, she's gonna meet somebody better than me and she'll leave, so I have to bring her down to my level so she won't leave. Like, I think that's genuinely their brain is just broken.
I don't know that was like the case with my last one, but probably the one before for sure. He did that on purpose.
But he did that shit on purpose. But what was I saying? Oh, I mean, we don't leave because we love them, but they treat us so poorly. But we're like, oh, it's fine. They love me. Like, they're just making a mistake.
Well,
like,
I didn't really have it
gross.
Like, modeled for me what exactly to put up with in a relationship and what to like forgive and like work on, and then what to like walk away from, like when to walk away.
My parents are I got so like my parents are high school sweethearts who are still love each other. Like, my dad stepped in front of a gun when my parents were early married, and so I didn't have, like, they love each other and they're adorable. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. Finding love is weird nowadays.
It's hard. That's why I was on the podcast. And then Brent was asking, our last podcast, what he asked me, he literally looked at me and he was like, yeah. So we're going to dive deep into why people aren't getting married. So he looked me dead in the face and he asked all of us this question. He goes, Kate, so why aren't you married? I was like, Brent, if I know. I was like, I thought I was going to get married at like 22. And then he was like, okay, so you thought you were going to get married at 22. Why aren't you? And I was like, I've dated terrible men.
Good question. I think, but that's part of the epidemic of like Southern Christian like communities, because living in the South specifically and being like a Christian, you are in this place of like, you have to get married young. You have to find somebody in the church. You have to get married young. And then you have a kid by 25. I thought I was going to be married by 22, kid by 25.
Yeah, which I like kind of
28.
I know.
And alone. Me and my dog.
But like then he was talking about like people just aren't getting married anymore.
A lot of them aren't. Like there's
even like Christians. They're just which I was telling him, I was like, I've been on dates with people who are like, yeah, marriage is like a piece of paper and I'll never talk to them again. Which like I get it though, but
I mean, people don't see any value in it, but I think that also came with the devaluation of sex. It's treated as a commodity instead of something that's to be like upheld.
Yeah. Well, and then this man asked me on the podcast, he goes, so say you and Hayden work out. What does your future look like? I was like, I don't know. He's like, have you guys talked about it? And I was like, kind of, but not really.
We're only 2 months in, my guy.
Well, we're 3.
Oh, is it 3 now?
3.5.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
You met him right after I broke up with What's It's.
Yeah, our first date was November 17th.
Oh yeah, he stopped texting me on like October 30th.
Yeah.
I think he just wanted to go get laid on Halloween.
Oh, probably.
Good for you, my guy. If that's what you wanted, more power to you.
You know what I was doing on Halloween? Picking up this dog at my Halloween party.
You did get Hattie on Halloween. That means you with mom for 3 months. But yeah, I mean, I think that there's a devaluation of it all. I had this conversation with my roommate because she's getting married in a couple of months, and her fiance had to get a new apartment. I got hit. Sorry. But so she's paying rent in 2 places right now. Specifically because she's a leader at a church, she like won't move in with him until they actually get married, which does leave me with her mattress for like a week. But I think that I definitely don't want to move in until like we're getting married. Like I'm not going to live with somebody that there's not like a serious commitment to.
I don't even think I would get him move in when I'm engaged, which a couple years ago I probably would have. But I was talking to Brent after the podcast about like statistics and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you move in together before you're married, including engagement, you're like more likely to get divorced. And I'm just too like,
which is weird to me. I would think that it would be lower. But I mean, my thing is like
biting.
Like my lease ends in like September, October. If we're getting married in December, I'm not going to sign another year-long lease.
Why would you get married in December?
Well, I'm just saying. Like, I'm not going to pay rent in 2 places, and I'm not going to...
That's understandable. I would make the guy do it.
My friend had a similar situation. Her lease ended, and they bought a house. And both of their leases ended before they got married, so they just moved in together.
I would have just put our beds inside our bedrooms. And not actually sleep in the beds. I would definitely sleep in the same bed with him, but
I'm a snuggler for sure.
I love snuggles.
But
Don't you, Hattie? You love snuggles too.
This has been fun. We've been talking for nearly an hour.
No way.
40.
Ow! That hurt.
40 minutes, yeah.
That's crazy.
See, we can have a podcast.
We can totally have a podcast. What was the point of this video? To say that?
No, I was just gonna like talk about us getting ready for this morning.
Anyways,
Hattie, would you? This is just gonna have to be a video within a video.
Small. Well, do you want to do like
a separate? Ow! I'm literally just gonna post this and be like me and Kate's mock pod.
Are we gonna do a different video for today? Because we started this video.
Absolutely. Well, this was impromptu, and I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me and Kate while we drank our coffee this morning. I feel much more awake and ready for the day.
Amen.
Me and Caitlin are very seriously thinking about starting a podcast. So if you guys want to sit around and hang out with me and Kate, like, let me know, and we will figure out how to do this more often. Not me just being like, I'll just get taller than the dog.
Lay down.
We'll figure out how to do this more often so me and Kate can hang out and talk to you guys. And don't let her eat my mic.
She didn't. She just tried to nibble on the fur.
Oh my goodness.
No.
But like, how fun could this be? Right?
It's a lot of fun.
It would have to
move to Fort Worth.
She's been trying to get me to move to Fort Worth for 5 years. You know, there's a lot of successful podcasts that do it over like Zoom. Me and Kate will figure it out. You could move to Fayetteville. You and Hay could just move to Arkansas. No.
If me and Hay are moving anywhere, it's Colorado.
Here's the thing. I can't move anywhere until September.
I tried to tell him, well, and I'm applying for grad school in Montana.
I want to go to Montana. I'd move to Montana in a heartbeat. If you went to Montana, I would.
I'm trying to get Hayden to figure out his job, his business, so that he can run it from Montana.
Bro, if you move to Montana, I would move tomorrow. That's one of those things I would just like follow you to Montana. Okay, guys, we're just gonna end it here while I pop out of Hattie's booty hole. I love you guys so much. Thanks for sticking around. What a wild time. This was not the intention of sitting down to do this, but I had a really good time, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you want to see more of like me and Caitlin just sitting around talking about nonsense, like let me know. And send in your like unhinged name for what we would call our podcast.
It can't be unhinged. There's too many of those.
There's too many unhinged
podcasts.
But send in your like thoughts on a name. And if you know us personally, get creative. You know us. You know our personalities. It could be fun.
Do they know us? I'm just kidding.
Arturo watches every video.
Oh my god, we need to call him today.
How do you feel about being Jewish?
I'll never get over that. That's so funny.
I forgot you said that. Anyway, love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.